Lesson 2, Resource 2, Adding the Opposite. Well, there are very many ways to think about positive and negative numbers, and often the number line is used. Um, and there we go. I don't think. I like to think of it as picket fences. For one thing, they have flowers. Another way to think about them is as a high rise building where there are lots of stories, one floor, two, and three, etc. In fact, very high, it goes to infinity. We'll mark zero where you walk out the front door on level ground, and it also has an extensive parking garage. Also goes down to infinity. So let's give that one the color. Here we have above ground, and there we have into the parking garage. Now, the deal with this high rise is that everybody leaves to go home at the end of the day, and everybody needs to leave at ground level. So some people park their cars deep underground here at parking level 3. If you go down to parking level 3, you are trapped in this building unless you do, or let's even call it add the opposite. If you're 3 below ground, you have to go up 3 to get there. In other words, if you are at -3, you have to add 3 to get out of the building. Very important. Now, similarly, if you are 2 above, if you're on the second floor, no cheating, no parachuting, you must go down the same number of floors. Okay, this one looks like as follows. You are at 2 and you must add the opposite of your level or subtract 2. That is 0. It turns out that this is very, very important. If this number here, 3, is on the number line, its opposite is the same distance below on the other end of the number line. So -3 is the opposite, essentially on the opposite side of 0. Here I have added the opposite of -3. Here I have added the opposite of +2. Now you might be wondering, like, why am I going on and on about this? I bet the first time you met positive and negative numbers, you understood that if the signs were opposite, then you're going to get 0 when you combine them. It's just that it's really, really important in algebra to be able to add the opposite. And it's simply, if the number is a flower, I think it will have yellow leaves. Then, yellow leaves? No, not yellow leaves, yellow petals. Then the opposite of that, and this is a bit goofy, but it works. Well, the opposite has a negative sign in front of it. So negative flower is the opposite of flower, and flower is the opposite of negative flower. What? What I mean is that 2 is the opposite of -2. They're opposites of each other. In the algebra, you'll see these zeros getting made all the time. And so that's why we've had a look at it. I hope this has enlightened a little bit. Thank you.